The wall of sound that is created by so many musicians is so strong that you get goosebumps. You get slaps on your face and punch in your stomach. It's very, very intense and powerful. I'm not really able to translate it into words. You just have to see it. My name is Fabi Zanini and I'm the founder of Rockin' 1000, the biggest rock band on earth. Rockin' 1000 is a band composed of thousands and thousands of musicians coming from all over the world. We organize massive events where more than 1,000 musicians perform simultaneously. We have 400 guitars, 250 drummers, 300 bassists, 350 singers. We have musicians coming from 30 different countries in the world, from South Korea, from the United States, from Canada, from Brazil, Russia, Iran. The logistic challenge is quite big. Hundreds and hundreds of people build the stage, which is as big as a football field. We have hundreds of microphones, miles and miles of wires and cables. It's crazy. All the musicians have to prepare from home, and once they come here, they will have like 3 days of rehearsals, very intense days. They get to meet each other, they start playing and meld together and build the magic. The main message behind Rockin' 1000 is the spirit of togetherness. The idea that people that generally play in their basement or sing under the shower, when they're all together, they can really make the difference. And it's a message that goes far beyond music, I think. We make no difference of the sexual orientation, political orientation, religious orientations, rich or poor, professionals or newbies. We include everybody. They're all together because of rock and roll.
Remember, attack together.
What's up?
Every time I give you a 3-4, breathe on 4 and attack on 1. I put so much love and effort, sweat, blood, and tears into this band program. We are the best marching band in the country. My name is Abraham Duffy Jr. and I am the head drum major for the Sonic Boom of the South. We bring something that no other band brings. Excitement, jaw-dropping, in-your-face entertainment. The Jackson State drum majors are the heart of the band. We are known for our showmanship, but what a lot of people don't know is we teach music to the band. We lead the band. We help with formations, and we also help guide the band. In the beginning of August, we practice for about 20 hours a day, from 5 a.m. to 12 a.m. in the morning. You really just have to find time to sleep.
5 Sonic Booms, indicators! Indicators! Exercise!
Not only is it physical training, it's also mental and emotional training as well. It's needed in order to be a part of a program of our caliber.
What goes on is a lot of playing, and a lot of playing. And also marching. Marching. Being in physical shape gives you endurance, it helps you play better and perform better, and also gives you muscle memory. This is my 4th and final year as drum major. My hope for the future of the band is to just excel, be better, than the bands before them be better musicians. Just to finally be at the end, it's bittersweet, but I am going to leave and never look back because I know I made my mark.
In India, you have 700,000 villages, and each village has at least 2 or 3 bands. There is no marriage without a band, there is no death without a band, there is no birth without a band.
And bands, they need instruments. Roughly 90% of India's brass band instruments come from this musical alley, Jali Koti Lane in the city of Meerut.
Jali Koti Lane has about 100 manufacturers.
But one of the most renowned is NAD Ali Company.
Mr. NAD Ali, who was my uncle, started this company in 1885. He was the first man who started a band in India. He raised the first band in 1900 with 24 people. It was immensely liked by the Indian people.
And his uncle wasn't the only one with a passion for the family business.
My father's father, my father, myself, and now my children. So you can say the 4th generation is here. We make brass band musical instruments like trumpets, cornets, euphonium, tuba, and also percussion instruments like drums and things like that. You see, instrument making is an art. Our instruments are the best because we use a system of quality control. The most important thing in making an instrument is the composition of brass, the material quality. The instruments from here go to many countries, anywhere from Saudi Arabia to Germany to France. I have devoted my life in making instruments. Music is the elixir of life. When you play and you concentrate and you play a good tune or you hear a good tune, you think you are out of this world. Music is something, but you listen to it and you are lost and you are happy.
Well, I'm Stevie Moore. I'm generally known as one of the main pioneers of low-fidelity, one-man band home recording. I've been recording for 50-something years, and I've made 400 albums in my home.
And now more R. Stevie Moore.
R. Stevie Moore, prolific Mr. R. Stevie Moore.
R. Stevie Moore.
Yes, I am R. Stevie Moore. Back when I was a younger child, I started my own idea of home recording by myself. My father was a bass player, doing all the country sessions with all the stars of Nashville. I had access to tape recorders in my teenage basement, and I was a huge rock and roll fan, and absorbed all of these influences and started messing around with writing songs and making my own music.
You record in the privacy of your own home, is that correct?
That's right.
Now, how do you do that?
Well, late 60s is when I started making my little albums. I overdub all the instruments myself. I play bass and guitars and keyboards and percussion and vocals. I got really good at it. I could do 7, 8, 9, 10 overdubs, and you'd still hear the very first thing that I used. Did you invent home recording? Of course not. But I took it to another level long before it was customary. I've probably written about 4,000 or 5,000 songs. They came out effortlessly. I would compile the most recent songs. I wouldn't pick and choose the best ones and throw the worst ones on the floor. And that's been my aesthetic all along. It's like everything is released, warts and all, because bad music is brilliant. It's a diary of sound. Everybody that has ever been a record collector loves to turn their pals on to the obscure. Why do you hear this one? I mean, I do have that reputation. Talking Heads and B-52s, they were all fans of mine. Naturally, a lot of these big artists have found my music just word of mouth, but they never saw me because I was the home hermit.
I know what I'm doing. I keep trying. I keep doing more of it. I build up the quantity without thinking about starting over at the beginning to improve the quality.
I hardly ever performed, and I was a bedroom guy. It was always get home, put the headphones on, and then I would work for hours and hours. In 2010, things started to explode. Out of nowhere, suddenly I was in a band and touring the world. I was playing hard rock shows, big festivals and tiny dives. It was incredible. My career really started taking off a little too late in life. Often people say, I can't see how you've done this same thing all this time without falling through the trap. You know, by avoiding the mainstream, nobody is going to dare tell me what I can and can't do. It feels so good to have that integrity intact. I'm proud of all that, and I'm also still a little kid.